flow. But seriously, just to give you a little background on my son, Quincy, I'll take you way back. When he was in Cynthia's belly, people used to tell me, that's not a boy. And I was like, yeah, right, yes it is, because in my heart, I knew it was a boy. So when we were at the hospital, we were progressing further. I was solemn, 50-50 chance, right? When it got to 75. And what was kind of special about it, when Quincy was born, and you know what you see when your child is born, right? I was like, yes! And the doctors and they all looked at me and went, come on, Cynthia, give me a break. You're gonna, they were like, Mr. Marks, you were so cool until that moment. And I said, oh yes, it was a lot riding on this proposition. Name and everything, right? No, just kidding. But to progress a little further, we were golfing yesterday and we were sitting around eating pizza and we were talking about, maybe some of you are familiar, what are the 6 most feared words in the English language? 6 words. Wait till your dad gets home. Well, there was an occasion where Quincy had to wait for Dad to get home. And upon that, this was the most hilarious thing ever in my life. My son looked at me with eyes of expectation. The door was closed and my son goes, Dad, I'm ready. When I walked into the room, Quincy had on a helmet, football pads, his football pants, and his cleats. Okay, Dad, I'm ready. But that just let me know he was a thinking, kind young man. And I would always say to Q when he got older as a teenager, I would say, son, what do you remember you have to do? And he would say, I know, Dad. Whenever I go out, I represent our name, I represent our family. And he was saying that from the age of 13 on. And that's just because he would hear that from his mom and dad. So that just spread even further where that others that meet Quincy, know Quincy, he's just a person that you grow to love, as we have loved him from the second he was born, and we always will. When I met Kylie, I went, this is a very kind, compassionate, beautiful young lady. And my son told me a year ago, Pop, I'm gonna marry her. And I was like, you're sure? He says, yes. And I knew then. But as I got to know Kylie, I got to hear about her compassion towards the elderly. If you've never heard her speak about how she helps individuals all around this community, her Quincy was even in the mix, going, watching people's homes because she supports the elderly. And that is a heart of compassion. So I said to my son, when he said, one day he just asked me, he said, Pop, how did you find a woman? How did you find a woman like Mom? I said, you know what, son? You got to find out what a building block is. Kindness is one of the building blocks. And I said, son, just ask her if she's kind. If she says kind of what, then you know. If she says, yes, I'm kind, that's the building block forever, right? And to this day, he remembers that. And I know he asked Kylie, that was shared today at the wedding. And that was just one of those moments besides his speech. I was like, that's my son. And I know his mom, our son. So I just want to say I'm looking forward to your marriage growing. May it be blessed. Always remember never to go to bed angry with each other. Never. Always have an ear to listen to each other's wisdom, because you both have it. And always know your mom and dads on both sides love you tremendously. Toast to Kyle.
And those are our role models. Let's hear it for our parents, everybody. Carol, Tom, come on over here and join us. They're going to be doing their best shows as well.
I wish you would interrupt.
You guys are both saints. You guys want to stay over here?